36 ticks to go in half number one. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard.
Rush in, rush in, rush in. Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip.
Mariota to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
59's Mike, 59's Mike. Check, check. Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
Working out of the gun, Mariota. Throwing left side, it's complete. A good pickup there of 20 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home. Out, 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 out. Check 99. One. Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9". Good.
Mariota now from the 50. He's going to wind up and air it out. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
It's been my observation. There's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things.
Under 10, 10.
A 2nd down throw here for Mariota. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Derek Barnett able to maneuver in for the sack. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Final play of the half here, Mariota. And that will be incomplete. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
All day, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Three. To exit. Here we go.
Mariota. And this is caught by Watkins. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
A gain of 10 yards. That's good for the Vikings.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
35-yard line.
Mike 5. One. Here we go. Mike, check. 59.
Mariota now. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Derek Barnett, his 2nd sack of the night.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. To throw, Mariota. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. 3rd and long here for Mariota. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. The Vikings send out their punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. That's taken on the 25. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boosted
blitz coming, and down he goes. Anthony Barr comes rumbling in for the sack. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
54, right there, 54 Mike. Check pass. Hey, one set, check right.
Now Haskins to throw it. He gets it to Cooks. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
I think the best offenses love to give the ball to their running backs in open space, because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Throwing again on 2nd down. Haskins. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
On 1st down, it's Haskins. Haskins hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Now Haskins, third and long. And the pressure gets to him again.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Kill. H3, 218. Chopper. 3. Bravo. Check 59, Mike is good.
On second down, Mariota again. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Deuce. Check.
Now Mariota. Going for the deep ball. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10.
One. Switch. One. Jam.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Give him a couple on the catch. It's second and 8. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Looking to throw again on second down. Haskins. And complete to Zach Ertz. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 yards and a first down for Philly.
And an Eagle first down.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want none.
On first and 10, it's Haskins. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Danielle Hunter able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Now a give, right side. Taylor. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They run with Taylor. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do.
At their 33-yard line.
To throw again on second down. Mariota. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%. 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Throwing is Mariota. And he comes back with one complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down. Mariota on first down. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A good pickup there, a 22. Mariota now to throw on first down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Let's get it. Wild 64, weak.
On the carry, it's Boone. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Tight end right. Hey. Haywood. 4 down. Check motion.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Fletcher Cox, his 2nd sack of the night. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Check safety.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Slam. One. Smoke. 59 Mike. 59.
On 2nd and a long way to go. Mariota. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile.
Put that team on the bus. Mike 5'9". Hey, tight. Mike, check. 59.
From the gun, Mariota. Wide open receiver, complete. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Mariota. And a big loss was here as he's taken down. Fletcher Cox bringing the pressure yet again. That's his third sack here tonight. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mariota. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get his score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. And when the quarterback drops and has a guy that wide open in the end zone, his eyes have to get just as big as grapefruits.
Oh, without a doubt. This is the easiest throw you're going to get, and you're going to get the benefit of a touchdown on top of it. Make that throw.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that.
Hey, Mike's 50, Mike's 50. You're trying.
Haskins going to try to throw it. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Anthony Barr in there to drop him, and that is the 7th time tonight that he has gone down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. They'll run with Taylor. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. It's a big play there for the Eagles. And even 50 yards on the ground. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. Flush to his right. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Now a give, right side. It's Taylor. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle 1st down. Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game, also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year. And, you know, all eyes were watching this when everyone was excited that football was back.
And it's just special. You could just feel it. It's so good to have the pigskin back out there. It'll be crisp fall weather before we know it.
You got that right, but I love the build-up to it, right? All day long anticipating it, and then we got here and we saw a game, the first game of the year. Let's keep going.
So for Philadelphia, they start the season with a great win on the road here in the Thursday.